if you have a cruise booked 6 to 9 months out, I have some things you should think about, or these could ruin or definitely inconvenience your next cruise. I'm Charlene of islandjumper.travel, and this is Charlene's 7 things to think about before you get ready for your next cruise. Number 1, passport. I know it's been a long time since you've probably used yours, and definitely I haven't even used this one. I got it right before the lockdown. So make sure, grab your passport and make sure that it doesn't expire within 6 months of your vacation, especially if you're going on one of the cruises that leave out of like one of the Caribbean ports. Number 2, sunscreen or bug spray. So sunscreen actually has an expiration date according to my dermatologist. So before you get ready for your next cruise, you want to check your sunscreen inventory and make sure that nothing has expired. And also the islands are getting pretty serious about everybody using sunscreen that has no oxybenzone. So oxybenzone has been shown to irritate sea marine life and the coral reef. So you don't want to tear up the stuff you're there to see, right? So make sure that you get the appropriate sunscreen if you're going in the water that doesn't have oxybenzone, so it doesn't hurt the animals, and that you're not carrying around something that is expired. Number 3, medications. So check in your little safety bag or my little first aid kit. Make sure that your medications haven't expired. You probably, if you're like I do, you take Pepcid and allergy medicine and ibuprofen, just the basic stuff that you need. Also, like, check on your Band-Aids and make sure you didn't use all your Band-Aids on your last cruise. Always keep some Neosporin. So check on all the things in your first aid kit and make sure that they haven't expired. And if they have, get new before you need to go on your next cruise. So I'd like to take a second just to ask you to please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. At Island Jumper, I want to try to help other travelers get the most out of their vacation by giving tips and tricks that allow people to get just off the beaten path, but not too far. So back to the programming. Replace the batteries in any electronics that you're going to be using, or at least have a spare battery with you. I know, like, the scale I haven't used for almost a year and a half now, since it went on its last vacation, and I don't necessarily trust that it'll get all the way on the next cruise and back without going bad. So, open everything up, figure out what size batteries you need to get an order in before you head out for your trip so that you've got all of your electronics taken care of. Number 5, you want to check on your basic cruising equipment, your towel holders, your magnets, and make sure that nothing is broken and you've got all the pieces that you need. I just had bought these brand new magnets with those little hooks, and I didn't even get to use it. So it's anxiously waiting going on a cruise. So check on all your normal stuff and make sure nothing got broken, because that would super suck if you got there and you didn't have a towel holder or whatever, and it was hard to get that, if you were already on the island. So don't be short of your stuff. Go ahead and take an inventory and get stuff prepared. Number 6, I always like to take a pen and a highlighter, and you need to check on those and make sure that they haven't gone dry. And I also like to keep a pen, especially nowadays, so that I don't have to touch other people's pens. I am assuming those are like germ spreaders. So I think that a lot of our activities on the ships these days will be done via an app. But in case it's not, make sure that you have your highlighters and pens in case you need them. So that goes on to number 7 is, from all the seminars that I've been going to, it looks like everybody has really beefed up their app, and that most of the time the cruise lines apps are going to really do the heavy lifting when it comes to getting all of your documents in order so that you can embark very efficiently. So make sure that if you have a smartphone, that you download the app and you get all your paperwork filled out like before you leave, while you've got your own data plan. Like my phone, I can use my Wi-Fi in my house, so it's not eating up my data. So make sure that's taken care of so that you're ready to go and kind of make your embarkation very smooth, because we're going to have probably some tests and stuff when we get on there, so there's going to be a few added things, but if you've got your app downloaded and you've got your paperwork filled out electronically, it'll make things go much more efficiently. So I also have a bonus item for you, something that I'm finding out the hard way. I know I have clothes that are specific for for cruising and for travel. And a lot of times I just don't have an opportunity to wear them unless it's maybe a Christmas party for work or something. So if you've got your staples, your cruise staples, make sure you try everything on well in advance in case you need to replace anything, because maybe you've gotten bigger or smaller from a year and a half ago when you last cruised. You want to make sure everything fits, because it would be just horrible to get to your location and then actually have nothing that you brought fit. So what do you think? Did I forget something? If you can think of something that I forgot, please share it below. Let's start a conversation and help each other out, because it's going to be pretty crazy once we get started back to cruising, and we're all going to forget our heads because, you know, we haven't cruised in a long time. So let's help each other out, and let's figure it out down below. So for now, live well and live your truth.